it's Surge. So I've tested the top 10 most popular games on a 12-inch MacBook because I wanted to see how well the 12-inch MacBook would perform. A lot of people told me that the gaming would not be possible at all on the 12-inch MacBook due to its weaker integrated GPU. Some of the tests I've done actually say otherwise. Take a look at the top 10 online multiplayer games. Also, I encourage you to watch to the very end of the video because at the end I'll be answering the top questions that people have about laptop gaming and the 12-inch MacBook gaming. I'll talk about accessories.
Alright, so I'm running at default graphics right now. 70 frames at Dragon. That's pretty darn good actually. I'm actually really impressed. The laptop's not getting hot or anything. This is great. Yeah, this is so awesome. I can play one of my favorite games on the MacBook with no problems whatsoever. 76 frames, look at that. Man, that's good. Yeah, I can't wait to try this on high. So far, the lowest FPS drop that I had was like 32, but still runs pretty darn good. Alright, we got pretty much everybody on the map here. 41 frames. 1280 by 720, let's do this. I'm getting about 30 FPS. Based on what I'm seeing now, I'm getting 19 here in a hot zone. I do not recommend playing at this graphical setting. There you have it. You can play on the new MacBook. Pretty darn good. First game and I won. Model high, very low global shadow quality, and 1280 by 800. Oh man, this is running really smooth. I'm literally getting like 60 plus frames per second. Yeah, this is great. On medium graphics, but if it does get a little laggy, which it might during some intense moments, you might need to drop down to low, but it'll definitely run on low. See here, 1280 by 800. So it's on good, which I call medium. Put all the graphics down on low. Here's what it'll look like. The graphics turned down. And we're getting a good 51 FPS to 30 FPS just by putting it on low. And I mean, if you're really an enthusiast of this game, there's really no reason why you can't play this game on low graphics. On lower graphics, and it's actually really smooth. Like this is actually, I would say, is playable. Maybe it might glitch up, a little bit here and there, but this is actually playable. So as you can see, nice and smooth. This map is called Mines. It's really awesome. This guy, look at this guy. Oh, I can actually hit him from that little edge. He doesn't see me though, I don't think. So to recap, it runs pretty good on low. You can run it on medium like I said earlier, but I don't recommend it. Running pretty decent. When you're loading the map, at first it'll be a little bit laggy because you're loading the map, but this game is more than playable. In fact, on this new Retina display, I'm running up to ultra high resolution right now, full screen, and it's still running killer. Man, this is smooth. Really, really nice. So right now we're running in Windows. If you want to take a look and see how it runs on Mac OS X, Yosemite, go ahead and check out the other video. I'll leave a link down below. Yeah, the game runs freaking flawless. I don't know why people say it doesn't run good on this Mac. I mean, it runs really, really well, and I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it's medium. Pretty much everything's medium. Models are high. Lighting is low.
What's going on?
These are
Running on high, it's a little bit more glitchy.
In the rear with the gear.
Yeah, it's starting to lag really bad on high. I do not recommend playing on high.
our SCVs are under attack.
Runs on medium, pretty decent. Probably not the best, but it can play on medium. If you need to lower it to play with a lot more units, just put it on low. It's gonna run just fine, guys. I don't recommend playing on high. Right now, all the graphics are set on low on 2880 by 1960. 25 frames per second. So it's not the best, but it seems to work. Ladder over there. Oh, looks like he's dead already. Got him. We'll dodge these guys' shots. Let's switch seats. There we go. It's on him. That's crazy. You get points for every hit. Still getting like 20 to 15 frames. I'm getting hits on him though. See, this is how you play as a freaking APC. You get movement. Sort of playable on medium depending on which map you play on. So just play around with it. I think it's great that you can at least take that with you, and if you are going to play a little bit of Battlefield, that you're actually going to be able to play and have a decent time. And it's definitely pretty fun getting kills on that thing. So yeah, I think you guys are going to like it. Surprisingly running not bad. I didn't think this game could actually run on the new MacBook at all, to be frank. It's actually running pretty good.
What's this? Local resistance? It ain't supposed to go down like this. It never is. Come on. Go!
Oh god, so laggy.
We're coming through. The chopper. There's a
Well, you know, graphics Directory failed to instalize. There you go. There's your GTA. So yeah, it doesn't run pretty good. Doesn't run good at all, unfortunately.
Your people lived for so many years in
Oh, that's pretty
isolated
cool. I'm Alexander.
city-states, legendary cities such as Athens, Sparta,
that's awesome.
Thebes, where they gave the world many great things such as democracy, philosophy.
Yeah. It's neat orders. It's running pretty smooth. It was a slight game hiccup, but it's still running now. It is definitely playable on the medium to high setting. So you're zoomed out. It's a little bit more laggier than the MacBook Airs, obviously, but I don't think that it's going to impede the game that much. Now, just let me know what you guys think in the comment section down here below. And if you can, go ahead and subscribe. Help me reach my subscriber goal. Yes. Ooh, that is just terrible. Let's see what else we can put up. Yeah, definitely not playable on medium at all. Games run well on the 12-inch MacBook, while others not so well. There's plenty of games you actually can run on the 12-inch MacBook. This happens to be one of the few exceptions that I've run into. So this particular city building game, no bueno.
So what do I really think about the 12-inch MacBook? Well, actually it runs most games, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. And as a multimedia device, it's really impressive how good it is, sleek and thin. You got that amazing trackpad, which you can't really find anywhere else. It's humongous. Very good speakers. So when you're actually playing a game, you can hear things really well. It's got the great screen. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of ports, so it does make the gaming complicated, which is why I would recommend getting a hub for your 12-inch MacBook. With very little ports, it's hard to charge your MacBook and play the game at the same time. The other accessory that I recommend for your 12-inch MacBook would be a type of sleeve, and I have reviewed this sleeve on my channel before, so if you haven't seen that video, take a quick look. It's actually really high quality and it's very simple, and that's kind of the point of the 12-inch MacBook, to simplify things. The other accessory that I recommend would be a external hard drive for your games. One of the other benefits of the 12-inch MacBook is that you can use external battery packs to actually charge your 12-inch MacBook. You can't really do that with a lot of other laptops. You're gaming a lot and you're going to actually rely on this laptop. Take a look at some of these links. And remember, if you use these links, they actually give me a little bit of a kickback, which is kind of nice. So I would appreciate it if you did use them, if you were planning on buying those items. The 12-inch MacBook handles heat pretty good. It is a fanless design. It uses passive cooling, which means it cools by just the metal body touching the CPU and GPU combo, and so it just cools and disperses throughout the whole metal body. There is a spot near the speaker in the top sort of middle to right area where it does get fairly warm, but it's quiet and it just gets a little bit warm, so it doesn't get very hot, and it's actually pretty good for gaming, because if you're going to be gaming at like a college or at somebody's house or something and you don't want your computer to be too loud, this is actually a really great option for that, because you're not going to run into any issues with that. Now, the performance of the overall MacBook, we know that it's not the most powerful computer. It does have that Core M, and it starts at like 1 gigahertz something, 1.1. But the thing is, it has Turbo Boost, and thanks to Turbo Boost, when it needs an extra kick, it can jump up to like 1.5, 1.7, around there, even 2.3 on some of the models. So always check to see if the CPU has Turbo Boost before deciding, oh, it's just 1 gigahertz, it's not fast enough. Well, it actually is pretty fast. At the end of the day, you just have to ask yourself, what kind of device are you looking for? Does this device fulfill all your requirements? Me, in particular, I just wanted a multimedia device. I wanted something portable. I wanted to be able to replace my tablet, and with this device, you can. I find myself using it more than my tablet, which is like, that's weird. How is that even possible? Well, because it's so thin and light, you actually would rather have control of a thin and light laptop than a tablet, because tablet computing isn't going to be nearly as good. So overall, can you game on the 12-inch MacBook? The answer is yes, you can do light gaming on it. And when I say light, I just mean the graphics are going to have to be as low as possible for most games. Some of the top, most popular games, like League of Legends, for instance, and Counter-Strike, they're optimized. They're going to run really well regardless of what system you're on. Of course, it's always nice to check to see how well it's going to run, because you're not sure. Some systems won't even boot up the game. You saw GTA 5 actually crashed in my test, and it will probably continue to crash every time I try to play it. So some games work and some games don't, and that's just a downside to gaming on the 12-inch MacBook. If you like this video, give me a sub, and peace.